Hey guys, hope y'all doing good today. So this video is going to be about my wave fusion indicator that was just released on TradingView. The link is in the description, pinned in the comments as well. And it's an indicator I believe is going to give a lot of edge to traders as well as help you to maintain that profitability in the market if used right. So this video, I'm gonna go over a lot of it. Again, there's a lot of facets to this indicator, a lot of variables that are included with it. So I'm gonna go over all that, what indicators you can use to help you with your trading, and what you can do to increase your chances once you get these signals to buy or sell to know if that's the right signal. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, the wave fusion indicator, it's a combination of a lot of different indicators. So it's gonna combine things such as RSI, momentum, volume, price, and statistical analysis to basically help catch these big reversals. Now you can see here on Bitcoin, this red diamond indicator here did call that nice short on Bitcoin. The next candle you would have entered the short, and this green shaded area indicated there's a lot of oversold indications. So that was a nice buy level. And then here you got that red diamond again called Bitcoin at 46,000. The next candle you would have shorted and you would have rode that thing all the way down to about $19,000. So again, what do these signals mean? Well, basically, the shaded area signals are going to be your weakest signals, okay? Those are just basically things are oversold. Next, you're going to have your diamond indicator. So your diamonds basically means you got some oversold or overbought indications, as well as one of those or more of those indicators are outside of their standard deviation bands. So again, even more analysis to help in that reversal indication. And then finally, you're also going to have your rocket symbols and your moon symbols. So those are basically going to be indicators that I can show you here on the 1 hour. So those rocket or moon symbols, so you can see here this moon symbol on the 1 hour for Bitcoin, that called this reversal very nice. Okay, from that moon symbol, then Bitcoin was at 15.7, went all the way up to 16.7. So nearly a 8% move there within the span of 2 days. So this moon symbol actually means that everything is oversold and outside of the standard deviation bands. Okay, so that's something that basically there's a ton of oversold indications and a reversal is imminent. Blood moon is going to be the opposite. It's going to show top here a red moon, and it's going to basically everything is overbought. Then the rocket signals or the alarm signals basically mean that you have a little bit of overbought or oversold indications, and it's the second most powerful indicator, with the first being the moon symbols. So again, weakest to strongest, shaded areas, then diamonds, then rocket or alarms, and then moon or blood moon for your strongest on that. So let's talk about exactly how to use this indicator, okay? So obviously you see the indications, but sometimes they do give false signals. So what's some ways you can use to help increase your chances of getting the right signal? Well, one of the things I like to add as well on my chart is the Bollinger Bands. So Bollinger Bands on top of the price chart here makes it to where you can see if your indicator does flash a diamond signal or red shaded area, let's see if the price is outside of the Bollinger Bands as well. You can see here it definitely is. And also you can double check that with looking at the close. You can see in the top right is that 46,793 over here. And then also looking at the Bollinger Bands, the top is 45,920. So it is above it. And now you can be confirmed, okay, there is a higher likelihood that we are going to reverse to the downside. And then also, something else I want to mention is the histogram settings on Wave Fusion. So if you go to your settings on Wave Fusion, there's a show histogram button. So you can go ahead and click that, and then basically almost some MACD looking bars will come up. Okay, now these are very, very important as well. Now I have my values on my indicator showing up as well. If you don't know how to do that, all you do is hover over the name of your indicator, click the, right click on the name, and then you can click indicator values. Okay, so make sure you want to click that so you can see all your values up here. Now you can see here that if you look on the top left, so there's going to be some numbers right here on the top left that you can see it says 100 right now. Now this green bar is at 100, which is a max level of buy pressure. Okay, it indicates there's a lot of overbought indications and a reversal is imminent. So what you can do is put a line. So just hover over about the 95 level, press Alt H on your keyboard, and bam, it creates a line there. Okay, now for the sake of being able to see this visually, I'm just going to go ahead and make this pink. Okay, so now you have this line, and you can see here that this these bars, these green bars, are now at that 100 level over this pink line. And combined with that, you now have overbought indications on your wave fusion, so the red shaded areas. So combined, boom, you can use that to take an even further short with also being overbought on the Bollinger Bands. And look at this huge downturn, right? Okay, now you can also do this on the downside. So you can see here, if you hover over this red bar on the top left of my numbers over here, when I hover over, it says negative 100 right now, if you look at that value to the right of the name. So again, going back to the 95 level, Alt-H has a little pink bar, and you can see now that is under that 95 level, so it's at negative 100. And again, that even by itself can create a good buy signal, as well as if you have it, you can see it's at negative 100, and then the next signal is also green shaded area. So that tells you, hey, there's a lot of overbought indications, and now look at this, it went to the upside from there, okay? So definitely a lot of good things you can combine with this wave fusion indicator. Even so as well, a lot of people ask me, does it work on Ethereum? Well, let's go ahead and check that. And I'll go over different time frames as well. So looking at Ethereum here, okay, look at this. Ethereum on the daily, it had a moon symbol. Now, what I say about that, that is the strongest sign of a reversal. Now, reversal didn't happen for a couple days, but when it did, say you would have entered on this next candle at 1208, okay, 1208, and then a few days later, it started reversing, and it went to a high of almost $2,000. So that is literally over a 50% move since this moon indication gave you, okay? Now, also, again, you also had this red shaded area for the overbought indications. And you can even see here, if you look on the top left, that 100 level, these bars are at 100. So that's a combination as well, saying, hey, reversal is about to happen to the downside. And then you can see even the wick, it wicked above that Bollinger Band. So I like for it to close above it for the price. But again, if it wicks above it, that technically could be a good indication when combined with these other two indicators. And then look, it went to the downside as well. So a ton of profit you can make on that. And then also a lot of people ask me, hey, is this a good scalping indicator? Let's find out. So let's say we go to the 12-minute, okay? So the 12-minute is pretty good for Ethereum. So again, right now I'm going to take away some of these histogram bars just so it's a little bit easier to see visually. So right now you can see here the rocket symbol. The rocket symbol on ETH on the 12-minute, it flashed, and the next candle we would have entered at 1211, and then it went to a high of, you can see here, just about 1220, okay? So that's almost a 1% move on there. Next, look at this. There's a lot of green shaded areas, and price was outside the Bollinger Bands on here, so a reversal was imminent. And look at that. You rode that from 1173 all the way to a high of 1223, okay? So that's a couple percent move. And look, we're on the 12-minute chart, so this is just scalping. So really, you're only looking for 0.5% to 1% move, depending what leverage you're using. And then even here, you can see the red shaded areas. You would have entered on here at 1205, would have rode that out all the way down to about 1171. So again, another 3-4% move on that one. Now again, some of these, you can see here like this red diamond, did not have as big of a down move. Even this blood moon, it still got you in at 1133, and then you would have rode that down to about 1116. So even still a 1% move. So even 20-30x leverage would get you some good returns with this scalping strategy. And then again, people asking, okay, does it work on the 1 hour? Well, let's go to the 1 hour and check. So the 1 hour, you can see here that the rocket symbol, so I mentioned that's the second strongest indicator, with the first being the moon. So the rocket signal, again, outside of the standard deviation bands, the Bollinger Bands on price with the rocket symbol, you would have rode that from 1172 all the way to the high of the wick at 1235. So again, that is a 4 to 5% move on there. As well as you can see this red shaded area, could have got you that short 1212 all the way down to 1172, green shaded area. Again, it wasn't outside the Bollinger Band, so technically you wouldn't take this if you're using that strategy, so it would have saved you this down move. But again, these moon symbols, if you get two of them at the same time, it tells you a big reversal is imminent. So on the second one, you would have entered the next candle, 1192, would have got you to a high of 1233. So again, another 3% move on that. So it works with the 1 hour, 12-minute, daily. Again, experiment which time frame works best. Add these Bollinger Bands. It helps out as well. Also, it helps for support resistance levels. So if you just draw your support resistance, basically if you scroll out and you can see here, okay, there was previous support here, and go ahead and add that resistance level, okay, because again, resistance, support, and now look, it comes up to this level, it starts flashing a overbought indication. It is getting close to this, it's getting outside that Bollinger Band on the wicks, and now to the downside, right? And then if you keep going, basically you can see here that there was also some support here, so you can draw support lines. And then even down here, you can draw support lines for this previous resistance. So now it comes down to the green shaded area, From there, it's at support, and you can buy from there. So again, and then look, see this green shaded area, but there's really not a lot of support below it, so you wouldn't buy that, and then you'd wait until these more solid levels it's closer to. So a lot of different variables you can use for drawing support resistance lines, combining different indications to help you nail down versus just taking one signal. Again, you have the histograms you can look at, you have price on the Bollinger Bands you can look at, so a lot of different reversals and catching a lot of big moves. The wave fusion is definitely a great indicator to have. A lot of people like to compare it to other indicators like the market cipher. It does actually call moves earlier than market cipher, believe it or not. So it is definitely a good indicator, and had a lot of work on this. So again, if you have any questions about it, please leave them in the comments below. Again, if you want to purchase this indicator, you can message me on TradingView directly, message me on Twitter directly. The link is up there at CryptoScripts1. And then also, if you can't reach me on either of those, leave a comment below, and I'll try to get a hold of you as well. So with that, if you liked the video, please give it a like. Please comment if you have any questions. And please, guys, it helps if you subscribe. I appreciate all my subscribers, all my viewers. I'm going to keep releasing indicators, keep releasing tutorials so that you get the best indicators possible and help give you that edge in the market. So till next time, thanks for watching.